En Louisiane, mais dans la mer, danser jusqu'au matin, danser en Louisiane. Voilà mon petit Louis, mon gentil ami, je l'appelle chéri. Voilà mon petit Louis.
Right, well, here we go again. This is mission control to Whippet. Do you read me, Whippet? Over.
Hi, Dave. Right, Dave, no, this is Whippet to control, and we read you loud and clear.
Right, that's great, that's great. Let's commence launch procedure, right? All systems activated, okay? Let's do the final safety check. Warning lights.
Check.
Horn.
Check.
Warning triangle.
Check. Red and equilateral, Dave, over and out.
Right. Screen wash.
Check. Check.
Hang on a minute, why have you got two?
You know, Dave, you can never have enough screen wash when you're penetrating the Astro belt. Plus, Mickey's is full of gin.
Right. Okay, we'll keep off that stuff. Any other safety matters arising?
Yeah, I've got one issue. You see, Kev, he's the only one who's actually got an ashtray in the armrest of his seat, like. And as you well know, Dave, I intend to smoke throughout the entire mission. Therefore, I think that I should swap seats with Kev.
Oh, no way, Mickey. I smoke more than him.
And I smoke roll-up, so I need like a bit of flat dashboard to roll them up on.
Do you know, there might be a problem here, Dave, because I know how much Mickey smokes, and I don't want him leaning over to use Kev's ashtray all the time. Open the window and flick it out of there.
No, don't do that, man. You'll get sucked off.
Sucked up, Dad, you
said.
Right, that is it. Mission aborted until Mickey gets a bloody ashtray.
Give us a bit of that.
That's mad, Jim, that.
Get up.
Have you been injured at work? I just have. That's why I'll be contacting Ablett Associates.
That poor chef contacted me a week later and received a massive wad of cash. Lucky lad. Don't sit at home moaning and moping about a bit of broken pavement that broke your ankle. No, contact me at Ablett Associates and you can get money for some quality stuff, like a bread maker. So, just remember, Ablett Associates for your compensation. Of course, I will take me cut, but at the end of the day, I'm only human, and I'm an ex-copper. Keep up the good work, Janine. Ablett Associates.
Ablett Associates is not a member of any regulatory body.
Professional Footballers' Wives is sponsored by Norton's Cigarettes, the sportsman's favourite. Now with the extra safe asbestos tip.
Well, if your Stanley doesn't have the smartest shorts in the whole of the Football League, then I'm a muggish Dutchman, you see, if I'm not.
How lovely of you to say so, Aggie. Particularly in your charming accent. Oh, that sounds like our chaps coming home.
Hello. What's up?
How was the match, boys?
We was beaten by Blackpool.
Oh.
Still, everyone gets beaten by Blackpool. You know, I honestly can't imagine a time when they won't be the most feared team in all of England.
Yeah. Why don't we all have a slap up notch at a fancy restaurant to cheer ourselves up?
Well, I'm not sure. Can we afford it?
Darling, Ted and I are two of the leading footballers in the country. We earn £4, 10 shillings a week. Of course we can afford it. Now, where's the ashtray? Ah. Hello. These are Park Drive cigarette butts. And we all smoke Nawson's. With the asbestos tip. And Aggie has a pipe.
He's as right as ninepence on that one.
Constance, you've had another man in this house.
Yes, I have. It was Mr. Whittaker from the Prudential. Well, I get so lonely when you're off playing your silly football. Mr. Whittaker came round to sit with me.
And did you and he?
Yes. We shared a box of newberry fruits. And he watched me on my petticoat.
Filthy whore! I'm going out to get roaring drunk on pale ale. Come along, Ted.
Lummy.
What in the name of Nat Lofthouse were you thinking of? Letting another man taste your Newbury fruits.
A modern woman has needs. This is 1956, not the olden days. I want to have my hair permanently waved and to own an electric stove. Oh, am I asking too much, Aggie? Don't you get frustrated just being Ted's wife?
No, I'm not Ted's wife. I'm his pre-op transsexual mistress. Oops, I've said too much. Better get off home to Worm the dog.
Aww.
Yeah, have you signed this yet?
Oh, who's this one?
Sarah in account. She's leaving Friday.
Popular lady.
Listen, when you're done, can you whack it on Sue's desk? I think you're probably the last one.
Sure.
Cheers, mate. Thanks.
How long's he been in there?
About 20 minutes. Uniform chased him up the street, then he grabbed a load of people just as they were coming out of the house.
Christ! He means business. Yeah, what's he been asking for?
A pizza and a helicopter.
All the Chinese! And a helicopter!
I was sure he said a pizza. What's the plan, though?
The chief is sending down a specialist hostage negotiator. This must be him now.
All right, forget the food!
He's good.
Just get me a bite, then!
He's very good.
Monkey trap! All right, I'm coming down!
Wow. Who was that man?
Monkey trap!
Do you have beautiful features that have become obscured by your face? Or perhaps you've got a face that's just difficult to look at? Chances are you're suffering from a fructose deficiency, causing a pH imbalance and the subsequent loss of free radicals, amino acids, and trace effluents from the moisture-retaining membranes of the inner skin. That's why Poltazan have developed a face care system that delivers huge doses of fructose directly to the three most proactive membranes surrounding the inner face skin tissue plates. Poltazan Fructose Gauze Express pads are impregnated with gunpowder derivative, and when applied to your face and ignited, they subject your skin to literally thousands of tiny, fructose-carrying explosions. It hurts for the following 3 to 6 weeks, but there really is no better way of delivering fructose directly to where it's needed. I've had my face blasted 6 times this year, and I'm 52, not 49 like yous were thinking. Poltazan Fructose Gauze Express pads for difficult or self-obscuring faces.
Now, standing there were 6 stone water jars, each holding 20 or 30 gallons, give or take a gallon. Jesus said unto them, Fill the jars with water. And they filled them to the brim. He said to them, Now, draw some out and take it to the chief steward. So they took it, and when the steward tasted the water, it had become wine. Ladies and gentlemen, that's magic.
Have you ever been gingered at work? I just have. So I'll be calling Ablett Associates.
If you've suffered a serious gingery, contact me now at Ablett Associates, and I'll give you a great big wad of money. We helped this man receive £500 for what, in all honesty, was a light or semi-gingery. And this man got £1,500 for a full facial gingering. Oh, what's this? More gingeries in the gingery file? Keep up the good work, Janine. Ablett Associates.
Any compensation received is subject to a total deduction at source before receipt.
Hello, Miss Westwood.
Hiya, Alistair.
I don't know. Do come in. Lovely to meet you. My word, you're very pretty. So, this is the entrance hall. It's a lovely, light and airy part of the house. Note the glazed feature here on the front door. That's in the shape of a mandarin segment, and I think that gives the property a very fruit salady feel, which I think is nice. Plenty of space here to jump if you're celebrating a particularly successful shopping trip. Wall ceilings and so on and so forth. And here we have the first of a number of corners that I'll be showing you throughout our little tour.
How long has it been on the market?
I don't know. Now, if you'd like to follow me this way...
I'm 35, but I look 70. Incredible, isn't it? But you could do the same. You see, I apply Prepto-B every day. It contains effluents, microbeans, and bambiotics from a local sausage. It's bloody mysterious stuff, but it works. Remember, I'm 35.
For 15 years, this Lincolnshire windmill and its resident wildlife have fascinated naturalist Dave Fletcher.
Right, here we are at the top of the windmill. Now, it's so peaceful and quiet, and yet at the same time, it's the home for hundreds of small mammals and birds. Now, many of these creatures are nocturnal, and that's why this is such a wonderful place to observe them at rest. Now, oh, that looks interesting.
Jeez! What on God's name is that? Did you see that? Christ, hey! Oh, hey, it definitely told me to f*** off! Somebody call the army! I think they sent Sea Kyle!
Ninjured at work, I've just suffered a terrible ninjury. That's what I'll be calling Ablett Associates.
What a terrible injury that was. But sure enough, the very next day that chef contacted me and got himself a nice bit of tax-free compo. So if it's an injury, or a gingery, or an injury, Ablett Associates, together we can cash right in. Oh, and did I mention that I'm an ex-copper, so that's a good thing. Oh, Abigail, another claim, I believe? Ablett Associates.
Costs are estimated according to unpublished variable criteria.
I am a freaking nightmare! G'day. I'm just polishing up the old bush squirrel. I drew a face on it yesterday and I'm bored stiff with it now. Oh, it feels good as well. Right, we're here in one of the most sacred and precious clearings in the whole of the Australian bush. I brought a few tinnies along. Oh, it's sweet. Look over there, look over there. Can you see it? Some sort of bush hound, looks like a freaking panda. I reckon it's got 2, maybe even 4+ legs. God, it looks a lazy son of a bitch. Come on, let's dive on the shit. Oh, textbook! He didn't expect that, did he, the little prick?
Get off my dog! What have you done?
What have I done? I've dived on it, you donut, and I'll dive on you if you don't sort your head out. Get out! I am a freaking nightmare!
Okay.
Come on in. Oh, wow. This looks fantastic. Thank you very much. Make yourself at home. I'll grab us a couple of drinks. G&T, all right? Please. Oh, is this new? Yeah, it costs just over £4,000. £4,000? Wow. Yeah, worth every penny, I tell you.
And God divided the light from the darkness. And God called the light day and the darkness night. And the evening and the morning were the first day. And God called the dry land earth, and the gathering together of the waters he called the sea. And God saw that it was good. Whatever. It goes on like that for some time, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
Right, if you'd like to follow me through, this would be the... This is the kitchen, yeah.
When was it installed?
I don't know, but look, it's a triple height room, well, if you're a child, for sure. And notice the finish on the cupboard frontage there. That's an oak patina, very reminiscent of the Onion. Gives a lovely savoury feel to the kitchen, I think you'll agree. That's a pepper pot, that's a salt pot, that's a toaster. We have a kettle there, that's an extractor fan, that's a cupboard, that's a washing machine.
I was just noticing, actually, the dishwasher and fridge freezer, do they all come with the property?
I don't know. Over here, we have a particular feature of this property I would imagine would be unique on this cul-de-sac. It's a breakfast bar, or bar de table de déjeuner, as it's known elsewhere in the world. They've finished it here with a 90-degree angle. Could prove very useful if your son, for example, is studying geometry. Here, the cupboards, note, they open outwards rather than inwards, and that means your food doesn't actually get crushed when you open the doors.
Have you had a lot of interest in the property?
I don't know. Come over here, though. This is probably the focal point of this particular kitchen. Look at it. It's a stainless steel double drainer sink unit. Isn't that magnificent? Now, stainless steel, exactly as described, it will remain stain-free throughout its life.
Sorry, what did you say?
I don't know. Right, come through this way.
You decided which one you want then, sweetheart?
Yes, I think I want that one, the princess.
Oh, the little princess amputee?
How do you mean amputee?
It's right leg amputated at the thigh.
Oh, she's got a leg missing.
Missing as a result of a near-fatal car accident. Yeah. But she went on to become a ski instructor and married into royalty. How was that for triumph over adversity?
Yeah, trouble is, you know, she's got a leg missing. I don't think you want a one-legged doll, do you?
No. Oh, boo-hoo. No, I understand, though, some people are uncomfortable around disability.
Do you want to choose something else, then?
All right, I'll have that one.
Oh, this one, the talking doll.
Oh, she can talk. Oh, it's not working.
Oh, it is. She's Korean.
That wasn't Korean.
It is. It's a Korean under pressure. She's being interrogated, isn't she? She's part of a ring of child prostitutes. Just been arrested by the local police.
No, she's just broken.
She's not. She's under pressure. She's backed into a corner. She's trying to defend herself. Listen. But, you know, the police are in on it. They're taking backhanders. It's an impossible situation. She's damned if she does, she's damned if she doesn't.
I like her. She's nice.
Yes.
Yeah, she is nice in a way, but, you know, the problem is she doesn't work.
You want to work under those conditions? She's only about 12. But I take your point, at least it's a regular income and she's got a roof over her head.
Can you stop that now, please?
There, but for the grace of God.
Now, this is the final room, Miss Westwood. It's the master bedroom, or bedroom massif, as it's sometimes known. It does have full ensuite facilities. Ensuite literally meaning with suites, which gives a lovely sugary ambience to the room.
I'm just noticing there's a shower. Is it a power shower?
I don't know, but the shower head itself, you'll notice, is at this height, which means the water actually drops down on your body rather than having to be manually pulled up to the body. If you just like to step back slightly, Miss Westwood, you see this feature here. This is a Norman arch. It's named after Sir Norman Lamont, who used to be a Chancellor of the Exchequer of this country. That's really rather exciting, isn't it? So, you've seen just about everything now. Do you have any questions?
Do you know why the vendors are leaving?
I don't know.
How quickly would they be able to exchange?
I don't know.
Have you had any other offers on the property?
I don't know. I do hope that's been useful. Please feel free to have a look round yourself if you want to check anything.
Right. I'm noticing there's a loft, actually. Do you know if it's been insulated?
I don't know.
I've just tripped over an unsecured electrical flex, which caused me to hit my head on an unprotected sharp corner surface, the impact of which caused a negligently placed saucepan to land on my head. That's why I'll be calling Ablett Associates.
What a terrible example of multiple injuries that was, and sure enough, the next day, that man contacted me to make a multi-injury claim, or a minjury, as we call it here at Ablett Associates. Now, that man received £400 for his minjury, and after I took my cut, he got this, a complete car cleaning system. Another minjury? I can't believe it, Abigail. And me an ex-copper, too. Ablett Associates.
All monies received by Ablett are placed in trust outside UK jurisdiction.
So who's this, Dave?
This is Ronald. He was brought into the sanctuary about 7 weeks ago, very badly hurt. And gradually, we've nursed him back to full health. And now, this is his big moment. Isn't it, Ron? Yes, it is, son. OK. Off you go, boy.
That must be the best bit.
No. That's what it's all about.
And more Monkey Trousers next Friday night at the same time. Well, coming up on ITV1, the latest news. Over on ITV2, Charlie has a sealant gun and he's not frightened to use it. Well, according to Betty anyway, in Coronation Street. Meanwhile, switch to ITV3 for Robson Green and Touching Evil. That starts in about 5 minutes.